Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Today we're opening up some Junk Wax era packs that I bought at an antique mall, specifically yesteryear in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I will try to put a link in the description below for that antique mall. So if you're curious to see what kinds of things they have available there that are baseball or sports cards in general, you can go ahead and check that out. Otherwise, you could go to my channel's page and go to the videos tab and probably scroll down, and you'll find there's multiple videos of antique mall visits. Omar the Orange Monster and Grimace here to say hi. Blah, 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 blah. As you can see, they talk in a different language than I do. Boop, boop, boop. Nathan's nose for good luck. There's a piece of saran wrap on his nose. Oops, brains. All right, so yeah, I bought a bunch of random packs. There's a seller in the very middle of the store in the middle aisle. If you go straight up the middle aisle, it'll be on your left. They have a bunch of different packs, mostly from the Junk Wax era. So we're going to open up these and see if we find anything cool inside. Many of these, several of these I've never opened up before. I was opening up packs in the early 80s. And my first pack I ever opened up was in 1979. So that is the time frame for me for opening packs after... Like in 1982 is when I realized that you could buy hand-collated sets a lot cheaper than actually opening up all the packs. And I realized that takes away all the fun of it. But back then, we were limited to our lawn mowing money or other, chores and stuff that we got like a nickel or a quarter or sometimes $1 for. And so, it made more sense back then to buy a hand-collated set. But yeah, I do miss opening up things, so we're going to open up some of this stuff. I've never opened up these before. 1991 Pacific Senior Professional Baseball trading cards for that short-lived Senior Professional League. This was 75 cents. And let's see what we find in here. Probably some players I recognize. I'm thinking Jerry Martin. Okay. Not sure I remember him. And they give you their statistics while they were playing in that league. So Jerry Martin. There's Ozzie Virgil Jr. I remember him. He was a catcher with the Phillies. Backup catcher when they had Bo Diaz. Not sure how long he played with the Phillies. I can't remember. Ferguson Jenkins, Hall of Famer. Jerry Terrell. Hector Cruz. Bill Fleming. Ron Washington. He was the 1990 Senior League MVP. Stu Pepper. That name I don't remember. Rich Gale, he played with the Royals. Doug Simunik. That name I don't recognize. Larry Harlow. Sort of remember that. Chris Welch. I think he played with the Padres. Beep, beep. Second pack. So not anything too interesting. I don't think the cards in this set are very valuable or of any sort. I don't think there was a whole lot of demand for them. This was sort of like just one of those things. Can't really find the word for it. Mickey Mahler, I think he played with the Braves. Glenn Gulliver, that sort of rings a bell. Ron Renicky, I think he played for the Orioles. Roger Slagle, don't remember him. Gary Allenson, I think he was with the Red Sox. Tony Cloninger, he's an old-timer. Tito Landrum, he played with the Cardinals. Tom Benedict, I don't recall him. Dan Norman, I think he played with the Mets. Lenny Randall, yeah, he played for the Yankees, or no, the Mets, Rangers. Did he play with the Yankees? I can't remember. But he recently passed away last year. Cesar Cedeno, he was a great player mostly with the Astros, later played with the Reds. And Dave, not sure how that name's pronounced, Rajcic. I do remember that name. I don't remember who he played for. I'm thinking maybe the Rangers, but I may be wrong about that one. All right, our third pack of this. These have been kind of interesting. Ron LaFleur, definitely remember him. Started his career with the Tigers, had a couple good seasons with the Expos. Not sure how he finished his career. Was a great stolen base, stole a lot of bases, and he had some issues with drugs sometime during his career, but did make a comeback. Gil Rondon, don't remember that name at all. Luis Gomez, I remember that name, but I don't remember who he played for. Ernie Camacho, who did he play for? I know I have some cards from him in the early 80s, but I don't remember who he played for. Pat Dobson, Ed Dennis, that's a name that doesn't ring a bell. Roger Erickson, I believe he played for the Twins in the 80s. Rick Lysander, I've heard of him. 1990 Pitcher of the Year. 11 saves and a 1.17 ERA. I want to say he played with the Twins, but I'm not sure about that. Alfie Rondon, Steve McCaddy. Okay, I remember him. He played for the Oakland A's. And I think he led the league in earned run average one season. I'm thinking 1981 or somewhere around there. Gary Lance and Bobby Molinaro, who I do remember. I think he spent like 1 or 2 years with the Phillies, but he played for other clubs. All right, that was fun. 1992 Topps. This one was $1.99. Let's see if we find anything in here that's pretty cool. Beep, beep. If you're new to the channel, I beep between pack openings. I know that sounds weird, but it is something that I do. All right, these go in 2 different directions. Let me see if I can get them all lined up. Okay, there's some sort of a match the stats scratch game. Have I opened up any 92 Topps? I don't think I have. Rafael Belliard starts us off. Luis Mercedes, Greg Litton, Tim Belcher, Jim Thome, that's a good one, Neil Heaton, Warren Newsom, Riel Cormier, Glenn Davis, Mel Rojas, Jose Offerman, Greg Myers, Dick Schofield, Tom Pagnazzi, and Scott Bradley. Beep, beep. Okay, 91 Score Series 1. I've opened up some of these in the past, not too long ago. It's kind of like opening up a garbage bag, or the packs feel like they're made out of kitchen bags or something. Todd Burns starts us off. Danny Darwin, Milt Thompson, Willie Blair, Ricky Henderson All-Star, that's a cool one. Ozzie Guillen, Mark Newfield, first-round draft pick. Bobby Thigpen, Dwight Smith, Omar Vizquel, Stan Javier, Kevin Seitzer. There's another one behind him. Oh, that's these little trivia thingies. Tom Niedenfuer, Jack Morris, Matt Young, and Randy Velarde. Not too bad of a pack. I think that out of all these packs, that's been the one that had the most interesting stuff in it. What is this? 1994 Score Series 1. That one cost me $1.50. I don't know if I've ever opened up any 94 Score. So this will be interesting. I think once I see these, I'll know if I have. Yeah, I have. I'm not sure if I have. Don't think I've ever opened these up. Well, they seem like they're stuck together. I hope there's no paper loss, but no worries. This is supposed to be a fun video, and sometimes you have this stuff with some of these early 90s into the late 90s. Yeah, I'm not getting these cards apart. Ooh, ouchie. I don't see any paper loss. Alex Arias starts us off. Brian Jordan. Yeah, these are stuck together. Oh boy, don't like that sound. Yeah, there's a little bit of paper loss on Dave Burba. The Brian Jordan, yeah, there might be a little bit up here. So these are suffering from being stuck together all that time. Ricky Jordan, that's got a little bit of loss right up here, I think. Yeah, it's not coming off. It's not like something else on there. So these are probably all going to have this problem. Chris Hammond, yeah, there's some paper loss on that one. Travis Fryman, this is a Gold Rush one. Yeah, I'll have to try using my no, I think this has got some paper loss on it now. So that must have been an insert card for this set. I'm not real familiar with 94 score. So yeah, that looks like that one's damaged. Oh well, it happens. I'll try and remember that the next time I come across 94 score. Probably don't buy. Oh wow, these are really stuck together here. I'm sure I could probably take these apart. Maybe if I applied some heat to them, maybe it might make them come apart. Sorry, Derek May and Terry Pendleton. Yeah, there's some surface issues. Kurt Schilling. Yeah, they all seem to have some surface issues. Brett Saberhagen. Otherwise, this wasn't actually that bad of a pack. Anthony Young, Eduardo Perez. But yeah, oh, there's the phone's ringing. All right, I may have to take a little break here. Tom Gordon and Milwaukee Stadium. So let me pause this video, and I'll answer the phone. Okay, we're back. It was the electric company, and there was a recording saying that I might have a power outage sometime tomorrow. They're going to do some work not far from here. So that's nice. 1990 Fleer. Sorry about that interruption. Sometimes this wasn't even sealed. Okay. Okay, these are running this way. There's the stickers that come inside these Fleer cards. Lance Parrish starts us off. These look like they're in pretty good shape. Tom Henke. Stan Javier. Dickie Thon. I actually kind of like the 90 Fleer design. I don't know why. It's just, there must be something about banners or ribbons or something that I like. Because I love the 1980 Topps design, and that also has something similar. Well, not quite like this, but similar. Rance Mulliniks. Doug Drabeck. Jeff Reardon. This is one of the All-Star inserts. Mike Scott. That's card number 10. A checklist. Gene Harris, pardon me. Terry Pendleton. Rob Murphy, Tom McCarthy, and Ron Robinson. And Ron has some residue on the back from the wax pack, which is usually the case with the Fleer cards. They're usually on the backs of the cards. I believe this is 91 Donruss Series 2. Beep, beep. And Donruss used puzzle pieces in their cards, or their packs, and this looks like Willie Stargell, I believe. Yep. That over there. All right, Jack Armstrong starts us off. Kurt Young. Steve Decker rated rookie. Jose Rio. Bud Black. Is there another one behind Bud? No. Jim Neidlinger. Atlee Hammaker. Lance Blankenship. Greg Colburn rated rookie. Frank Wills, I'm sorry. Matt Williams. Bill Hasselman. Fred Lynn. Ryan Sandberg MVP card. Bobby Thigpen highlights card. I guess that wasn't too bad of a pack. Yeah, I forgot the I paid $1.50 for that pack. 94 Fleer. Now, I'm not sure if I've ever opened up 94 Fleer, so this might be a new experience for me. Every card, gold foil stamped, glossy UV coating on both sides. I wonder if these are going to get all stuck together. 3 limited edition Tim Salmon Ale Rookie of the Year cards available by mail only. Send 10 Fleer 94 wrappers, $1.50 U.S. check or money order, and your name and address to the salmon offer. You know, the whole time that I was opening packs up in the early 80s, I don't think I ever took notice of those ads to get things. Maybe they just weren't that interesting. I don't remember what they were. I remember the 81 Topps one had a scratch game on it, and I don't remember if I ever bothered. I think I may have scratched off a few of them and thought it was a waste of time and ended up not doing anything. Oh, these are bricked. Ooh, here we go. All right, there's like a little bit of a line up here. That's Paul Molitor. That's got some corner dings. All right, they're sort of coming apart. Okay, that's Kenny Rogers. Yeah, I don't think I've ever opened up 94 Fleer. I think this is the first time I've seen these. Mark Eichhorn. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off camera there. I apologize for that. Mark Eichhorn, Kenny Rogers, and Paul Molitor. Sorry about being off camera there. Sometimes I don't look at the camera when I'm getting these opening or going through these. Oh boy, I don't want to do. I almost have to use my fingernails to pry them apart. That's not good, is it? Jimmy Key. Looks like there's no paper loss, but it looks like there's the corners are not really super sharp like they should be. So this pack must have been through some roughness over the years. Let's see, this pack would be 31 years old. Jose Lind. But it's like a one big brick. Brent Gates. All right, these two are stuck together. Oh boy. I'm not sure how to get these separated from each other. They're really lined up closely. Pedro Munoz, Jeff Granger, Major League Prospects. That's an insert card, 12 of 35. Not familiar with that set either. Like I said, I was opening up packs in the early 80s, so I missed a lot of this stuff. Roberto Kelly. What have we got here? Brian Jordan. Yeah, they seem to be surviving. Jose Offerman. Glenn Allen Hill. This is like the slowest pack opening ever. John Roper. I don't remember him. I don't know why, but I don't remember him for some reason. Donovan Osborne. And our last card is Steve Wilson. So that is 1994 Fleer. I don't think I said how much I paid for that. What was that? $250 for that pack. Alrighty, that's Junk Wax Era packs that I opened up at Yesteryear Antique Mall in Hanover, Pennsylvania, and I'll try to remember to put in the description the link to that video, so if you're curious to see what that place is like. And I also show all the packs that the seller has. They had more than just these. These were just the ones I decided to pick out. Try to get like a random assortment of things. Try to, make it interesting at least a little bit. I don't know if it was. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Beep, beep.